Good morning, everybody. This is Friday the 13th. I don't know if you're superstitious or not, but I'm not doing anything today. I can promise you that. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not doing nothing. Um, but anyways, welcome to Fight CPS with Mike Bartz, TTT, and that's traps, tricks, and tactics um, of CPS and what they use and how they try to get you. Um, But anyways, like I said, today's Friday 13th. I'm not a lawyer, so don't think I'm giving you legal advice because I'm not. Um, I'm trying to stay upon the comments, so please, if you feel like commenting, please do. I'm going to try and read them and try and get them involved in the show. But anyways, what I established this show to do was to let everybody know what kind of traps, tricks, and uh, tactics these evil people use. My first show was dedicated to not answering the door, just making sure that you pretty much ignore the door when they come knocking. They'll be obvious when they show up. It's not like they try to come in undercover or anything like that. The only time they try to do anything undercover is when um, they pull the kids out of school, out of their classrooms, and talk to them there. How you doing, Ted Howard? But anyways, I just wanted to try and give some tips and that kind of stuff. Like I said, first thing is if they come knocking on your door, I don't care if the cops are with them or not. Do not answer the door. Second thing, of course, is if you do get caught by them, let them know that you're exercising your Fifth Amendment right, that you do not have to speak to them. You do not have to listen to them. Whether you have an attorney or not, tell them to contact your attorney and just dismiss yourself. Or you'll tell them, that you'll have your attorney contact them. Another tactic you can use against these folks is they hate being recorded. So break out your smartphone and start recording everything immediately. They hate being recorded. They really do. So they'll shut it down pretty quick. Ted Howard says they put a neglect on me and I don't stay in the home or don't stay in the same home as the kids. Ted, let me tell you, they're going to pull out all the stops on you, brother. I mean, they won't stop. Their number one tactic is to keep you on your heels. They keep you guessing. They make you wonder what's up. They want you to fight a fight that you shouldn't be fighting because they don't want you paying attention to what they're doing. They go shell game, if you will. They don't want you to pay attention to what they're doing, what their hands are doing, because they are moving the shell on you and they moving the ball underneath the shell, and they don't want you to pay attention to it. So they're gonna do everything they can to deceive you, keep you on your heels, keep you guessing, keep you wondering what the heck is next. I mean, that's just their game. That's what they do. But I mean, that's just a couple of the main tricks. Teach your kids to not talk to these folks either, because they will pull, especially school age kids, because they will pull these kids out of their classrooms and try to talk to them and trap them into saying stuff. And they ask leading questions of these kids. It's not like they're trained to talk to these kids. Police departments have actual specialists that talk to children in case of trauma and in case of situations. These people aren't like that. They just I mean, they ask leading questions. Isn't that right? Did you say? Didn't you say? Did your father? Did your mother? Did you see this? You did see this, didn't you? You didn't see that, did you? No. I mean, that's how they're going to ask questions, and they're going to pose questions to these kids. And they're even going to do that to you. So just keep your wits about you. If you do end up talking to these folks, which I highly recommend you don't. Now, here in North Carolina, that's where I'm at. North Carolina, they have 45 days. If they got to do something with the case within 45 days. They either got to shut it, or they got to pull out all the stops and try to get the court to award them custody. So 45 days, that's all, and they will try multiple times a day. Another tactic that they use is splitting the husband and wife up, or the spouses up. They will award you separate attorneys. They will give you court-appointed attorneys separately. They will make sure your visitations are separated. They will. It's really funny because what they do is they will come over and they'll have a conversation, and they will take one thing that you said that's derogatory towards, or that could be perceived as being derogatory of the significant other, and they will only whisper that part to the significant other, just to build a divide, just to create a divide and distance between the two of you. They do not want you working together. They just do not want that to happen. They want you separated for a reason. They don't want you communicating. I mean, they'll even tell you, you want your children back? Get the man out of the house. Want the children back? Get the woman out of the house. I mean, that's just what they do. I mean, this is just how they play their games. This is how they manipulate you. So it's crazy on how and what they are willing to do. I'm sorry, folks. I'm trying to get Facebook up where I'm live right now, and I can't seem to find the link. I'm sorry, folks. I'm trying to get. Oh, there it is. Okay, Facebook yeah. Up where I'm live. That way, I can reply to comments on Facebook and on YouTube, in case someone has a question or something like that. Ted Howard says, and he's coming in. He's posting on Facebook, and it says she took him. The lady said my son had bruises on his buttocks. She took him to the doctor, and there was nothing wrong. I went and got his records, and he was fine. It doesn't, Ted, I hate to tell you this, my friend, but they don't care. They will lie. They will deceive. They will color things a different color than what they really are. They don't really care about what's true, what's not true. They just care about numbers, pure numbers. The Adoption Act of 1974 and the Adoption Act of 2000, I think, pretty much states, hey, we're going to give you bonuses if you get these many kids into the system. We're going to give you bonuses if you get these many kids adopted. We're going to give you bonuses, and that's all they work for. And this is just a money grab. I mean, it's just a money grab. If you look up a lady by the name of Nancy Schrader, she was a senator for Georgia, who actually went after CPS, and she was murdered. Her family was murdered, but she lost her Senate seat fighting CPS. These people, they don't have a care in the world. They are protected 7 days from Sunday. So they really don't care. Ted goes on to say she got on the stand and facts finding and said that he didn't have none. She lied under oath. Of course they did. I mean, Ted, their level of evidence is here. I mean, it's down here. That's the level of proof they have that they need and they can use. It's not like a traffic ticket, which is up here. Even a traffic ticket's up here, but their level of proof is down here. They can submit hearsay. You can't, but they can. But yeah, so I mean, they have the ability to submit hearsay, They will boldface lie. And if if you're able to prove that they lied and catch them, there's recourse and things you can do afterwards in the civil courts. But while it's happening, there ain't nothing you can do. You're just hold on for the ride. That was another thing that just surprised me when I got involved with me and my daughter and my wife. How fast and how furious they just push you through courts. I mean, you get called into the courtroom and within 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, you're walking out, and you're literally stunned. You don't know what the Sam hell just happened. You don't even know what was said. You don't know how it was said. You got a court-appointed attorney who is definitely working off of what's that called? Power of attorney. I mean, because they answer for you. They know what their answers are going to be. They know how to, they're just going to continue the whole shit show. They're going to keep it going. And the only reason honestly, the only reason is because they get paid from the same exact fund as the DSS does, the Title IV fund. The attorneys get paid. Poor judges. The judges, they're just so hoodwinked. It's unbelievable. And they're trying to get 40, 50 cases done in less than 8 hours. And that's pushing and that's running and gunning. These guys don't have time to listen to everything. But yeah, that's just the tactics they do is they keep you off balance and they keep you guessing. You get all dressed up for court and they tell you have to be to court and then you wait for hours. We're not talking minutes. We're talking hours. And then they'll throw you in there and it's over with. And you walk out going, what the heck was that? And don't forget these attorneys are officers of the court. They are there to support the court system. They're not there to support you, regardless of how you feel about it. There are some attorneys that will buck the system. And Mr. Davis is one of them. Mr. Davis has a strategy that will just boggle your mind. The man has forgotten more about these CPS cases than you and I'll ever know. So make sure, if you can afford it, get yourself a good attorney. I know it's expensive and I know they want a lot of money up front, but if they're good, they're worth it. And if you're dealing with any kind of drug case, I'm not sure of the guy's name, but we call him 00. This man is amazing, and he knows his drug tests and drug screens and all that stuff. He knows that stuff inside and out. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And he does. He knows all of it. He knows it inside and out, backwards and forwards. And he has. I'm gonna try and pronounce this guy's name. And thank you, Grace. I see that. I'm gonna try and pronounce this guy's name. Okorocha. And that's spelled Okorie. Last name is spelled Okorocha. If you can look him up, I think he's on Facebook. I think he's on YouTube. Look him up. The man is amazing with the statistics and how to deal with drug test and drug screening. The man is magical with that stuff. So check him out. That's Okorie. That's his first name. Last name is Okorocha. And I hope that came across. But anyways, yeah, if you got drug screening, that's another way they trick you and trap you, is they will. Hold on, I got a young one calling for me. She's waking up from bed, and yes, I'm one of the lucky ones. I got my daughter back, And that's why I'm able to give you some tips and tricks. Hey, Gracie, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to cut this short because my little one's waking up. She didn't give me a full hour like I wanted. So I apologize to everybody. So if you can start the music, Grace, I'm going to bow out gracefully and go take and spend some time with a daughter I just got back. Love y'all. Be good.